Hey, good morning. It's January 21st, and today was Proverbs 4, 7 to 10, and I like Proverbs 4, 7 because it seems on the face of it to be kind of ridiculous, or kind of circular. It says, "The beginning of wisdom is this, get wisdom." So, okay, how am I supposed to get wisdom? It's like, yeah, how are you supposed to get a job without experience? Well, you have to have a job to get experience, but you have to have experience to get the job. So, seems a little bit like it's a bit of a circle, but it makes a lot of sense. The beginning of wisdom is this, get wisdom, because there's never any end to getting wisdom. You can't say, okay, now I've got that, let's move on to the next step. You have to keep employing that wisdom through every part of life to actually have wisdom. So, really, the beginning of wisdom is keep pursuing wisdom, getting wisdom, being after it all the time. And to some degree, I think it's what Jesus is talking about with his disciples with these parables and those he's talking to as well, is that the kingdom of heaven is about being in the kingdom of heaven. And so, how are you going to know if you're a wheat or a tare, or if those around you are headed for the kingdom or not headed for the kingdom until the kingdom is actually final? Because it's never a done deal. You're never just done being part of the kingdom. Being in the kingdom means being in the kingdom and having wisdom and living that and being that consistently and having that to be the central part of your life. It's kind of the core of what we've been hearing from scripture so far already this year is really it's just that consistent, continual, persistent pursuit of the Lord that is what the kingdom about is about and what wisdom is about. So if you're looking for wisdom, look no further than God and keep following after him and being in his instruction, being in his word, being around his people. That is wisdom. That continual decision to follow after him day after day is what wisdom is at that core. So the beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it cost all you have, get understanding, and it will cost you all that you have because everything you have will be of less value to you because of the proper perspective of knowing that wisdom is the only thing worth pursuing. So everything else is unsatisfying. Good thought for today from Proverbs 4, 7. I also was thinking through Psalm 18 and uh, thinking about how Jonah in Jonah chapter 2 really quotes from Psalm 18 and some other places as he's in the belly of the fish. And I think it's really interesting to know that Jonah knew Scripture and went back to that when he was in need to hear from the Lord. The scriptures of the Psalms that he had memorized came to his mind as he was praying in the belly of the fish. So it's always helpful to have that scripture at hand when you need it. And you can only have that if you've memorized some of it. So I think Jonah's at least a good example of that, of having scripture committed to memory. All right, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.